distinguished guests, my lord, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real pleasure to be with you here today, and honoured indeed to officially open the new International Training Centre for Authorities and Leaders in the City of London. And what a wonderful place to be doing that, as part, of course, of the United Nations Institute for Training and Research. We're very fortunate indeed to have several representatives of the United Nations staff with us here today, and you are both very, very welcome indeed. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Vincent Keaveny, the 693rd Lord Mayor of the City of London. I came to this position after 30 years working as a lawyer in the city, and during that time I've noticed how the city's industries, whether that's our financial and professional services or our historic maritime sector, they've never stagnated. They've moved on over those 30 years, never stopping to draw breath. They've always been open to new ideas and innovations, welcoming new staff and leaders who have bold visions for improving what we do here in the city from around the world. One of the great strengths of the City of London is our diverse and truly international workforce. And that's why I believe that the city is, and the UK indeed is and will remain, a true international powerhouse of trade and commerce and finance. Just look at the work we've been doing on sustainability. We've invested in research, we've created our own Green Finance Institute, one of the world's leading research organizations now in how to fund sustainable and green projects. We've worked across with the breadth of the agenda with the UK government, the World Economic Forum, and of course the United Nations, bringing people together to discuss how we can support and finance sustainable infrastructure in the years ahead. And because of that work and that focus, our financial services industry and indeed the City of London itself has become one of the most sustainably focused parts in the world. We have an ambition to be net zero here in the City of London in the square mile by 2040, 10 years ahead of the national target of 2050. And I'm confident that we will achieve that goal. So we not only embrace that change, but we want to support others too as they embrace it, which is why today's event is really important. This new centre, which we'll hear about in a moment, will ensure that our maritime industry has the leadership in place that it needs to help to meet those sustainable development goals set out by the United Nations. It will provide the necessary support for our future leaders to implement changes in the communities, which will help. It will help with making an important difference in achieving the climate change that we desire, the net zero goals that we all share and that we are aiming for. Before I finish, I'd like to thank everyone who's been involved in the development of this project. No doubt it doesn't escape the attention of anyone in this room just how important this program of work is and has been. If we really want to meet the UN Sustainable Development Goals, and that requires everyone, all of us, working together, whichever sector of the economy we operate in whichever country we find ourselves in, we all have to play our part in meeting those Sustainable Development Goals. And this is, here in the City of London, an important step towards meeting those goals. And I cannot thank you all enough for what you have done to get us here today. Thank you all very much.